Hey girls, so I just decided that I wanted to take a little time to let you guys know a little bit more about me and why I decided to become a Beachbody coach. I guess I'll start with the here and now and kind of give you the rundown of who I am and what's going on in my life right now. I am 24, almost 25. I have a 3-year-old little daughter. She's almost 3. She'll be 3 in May. And I have been married for about 4 years. My husband is in the military. He is currently overseas in Germany and he will be deploying shortly. So I'm obviously a Beachbody coach, but I'm also studying to be a certified personal trainer as well as specialize in corrective exercise, which is really injury prevention. So I'm really excited about that. I'm studying hard and it's a lot of work, but it'll be worth it and I hope that it'll be valuable to you guys. That's one of the main reasons I've decided to study to be a certified personal trainer. I'm not really intending to go in a gym and work out. I'm really not a gym kind of girl. I don't like working out in gyms. I'll do it occasionally here and there, but I really just love being able to work out in my own house doing Beachbody programs. I love it. I do love running though, so that's an outside thing, but really gyms, not so much for me. Although I have seen one really cool gym one of the girls from our group posted. It looks so awesome. But yeah, so that's kind of the here and now about me, but let me give you a little background about why I decided to be a Beachbody coach. Let's go back in time to about junior high. I was a really, really awkward kid. I had a horrible haircut. I didn't have any style. I had some friends, but they were all kind of the weird kids that, you know, nobody else would hang out with. Funny enough, the popular kids in my school eventually became some of my very nearest and dearest best friends, but that didn't happen for a while. So I was just really uncomfortable with myself. I knew I looked weird. I knew I didn't have the stylish clothes. I knew that, you know, everybody else was more popular than me. And not only that, but I hit puberty a little early, and so I was just more developed in certain areas, if you know what I mean, than other girls. I had more hips and more chest than most girls my age did. I didn't fit into the clothes that were being made like in the junior section. It was just a really awkward phase of my life. So on top of all that, I was probably a little bit overweight, and so I just never felt comfortable in my body. So carry that all the way with you and fast forward that to about high school. Probably somewhere around 11th grade, maybe even my senior year in high school. I don't remember exactly when it started, but I developed an eating disorder. Within the space of maybe 3 months, I remember soccer season had started, and that's when I began to lose weight. I developed an eating disorder. I lost, probably within the space of 3 months, maybe 40 pounds. I think I weighed about I'm gonna say like 138 or 140, something like that in high school. I'm 5'3", by the way, so it was a little uncomfortable. I'm a small framed girl. You can see by my fingers, so I'm kind of a small framed girl. I was a little heavy, but I was probably down to my lowest weight. I was like 98 pounds, and that's horrible. But I was horrible to my body, and I lost that weight very quickly by just not eating and not taking care of my body and doing a lot of exercise. My eating disorder is something that I struggled with for a very long time. I struggled with it pretty much all the way up until I found out I was pregnant with my daughter. My husband had just went away to basic training, and we had been married only 3 months, and I found out I was pregnant. That kind of was a wake-up call for me. I got kind of like a slap in the face, and it's like, I couldn't live with myself if something happened to my daughter because of the way that I was treating my body. What if she had some kind of handicap because of the way that I was treating my body? I wasn't fueling myself properly, and I wasn't fueling her properly. So that really was my wake-up call then. I'm not going to tell you that my eating disorder totally went away at that point, but I'm proud to say that today, I can say that I've pretty much conquered it. Every once in a while, I will admit that those thoughts kind of creep back in. The negative self-talk of you're fat, you're ugly, your hips are too big, and this doesn't look good on you. You know, the negative self-talk, that comes back. And I will think, well, maybe I need to lose, 10 pounds, or maybe I just need to run and exercise more, or maybe I need to eat less. But today, I'm so proud of my body, and not necessarily the way it looks, because I think that I still can do some work, but I am so amazed by what I'm capable of. I can do enough push-ups to get myself into the military if I wanted to, which my husband is pretty proud of, when I could not do one push-up when I was sick. Not one. And I can run. I ran 6 miles the other day outside with my husband. I didn't even think I was going to make it a couple miles because I hadn't run outside for a long time. I've been running on the treadmill, and running outside is a lot different, but I made 6 miles and I could have gone further. And I am just surprising myself more and more every day about what I am capable of. I never thought of myself as an athlete. I never was very good at sports. I like to try. I played soccer and volleyball in high school, but and I actually tried basketball one season, but that didn't go very well. So I'm not what I would think of as an athlete. But today, if someone asked me, are you an athlete? I would say, heck yes, I am. I can run 6 miles. There's not very many people that can do that. I mean, I guess there are, but in the broad scheme of things, there aren't. And I am so proud of what I can do. When I started the Insanity program with BeachBody, I started it, and the first day after the fit test, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. I am not capable of this. And even though I had that, I cannot do this, I pushed through it and I got through it. And then I realized my body is capable of so much more than I think it is. I may be hurting and feel like I'm dying, but I can do so much more than I think I can in my head. And I have finally just begun to love what my body can do for me. I love working out. I love exercising. I love when I can do push-ups and sweat till I am drenched. I love it. It just makes me so proud of my body. This is my body that can do all of this for me. It gets me through the day. It takes care of me. It takes care of my daughter. It takes care of my family. And I can run 6 miles. I can get through Insanity. I mean, that's crazy. I never thought I could do those things, but I am so proud of what I can do, and I have begun to love my body. Not necessarily for how it looks, because I still struggle with that, but I think we all do. But I love what it can do for me. I love how athletic that I've become. I love the fact that my mind frame has changed from I can't do that to what can't I do. I love that. And part of the reason that I became a Beachbody coach is because I want to share that with other women. I want women. I want women to go from, hating their bodies and always criticizing their bodies for how they look and comparing themselves to everyone else, to looking at what their bodies are actually capable of and just taking a step back and going, whoa. And I want to be able to help you guys set goals and achieve them, and not only achieve them, but exceed them, because you are capable of so much more than you give yourself credit for. I mean, we are all so much stronger than we think we are. We're told, oh, we're girls, we're weaker, we're not as strong as men, we can't, run as fast or lift as much weight, but there are women out there who are proving that theory wrong. we may not be built the same, but we have the potential, if we put in the effort, to be whatever we want to be. We can be as athletic, as strong, as fast, as full of endurance as we want to be. And we can make ourselves into whoever we want to be. I want to give that pride and that confidence to other women and help them find that. It's a journey and it takes time, and it's not something that I've perfected at all yet. But why I became a Beachbody coach is I have such an excitement now about fitness and health that I want to be able to share that with other women and help them be able to love themselves and love their bodies and stop thinking I can't do that and start thinking, what can't I do? So I hope that encourages you guys and gives you guys a little more insight into who I am and why I've been recruiting all of you guys to come join my group. So until next time, I hope that you will try to evaluate your mindset. And when you catch yourself thinking, I can't do this, try to switch it into what can't I do? Because you will be amazed at what that does for your confidence, for your mood, for every part of your life. Until then, I'll talk to you next time. Bye.